Welcome, everyone,
Welcome, everyone.
to Hats and Hoops.
Yeah, Hats and Hoops back again.
Yes, it's 12 Days of Curtis 2023. That's how I sound in my natural voice without the auto-tune.
I love the auto tune. It's been fun.
Do you like
it's
it?
different.
Well, I just thought it would be fun to go more digital this year.
Why not? I mean, why not? You know?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, it's good. So,
Okay.
welcome back to Hats and Hoops. You know, we said that we were going to do this, and this is our second
Second episode.
our second episode.
So it might be an annual thing.
We'll see.
It's a Christmas annual podcast
Oh, okay. So
because we didn't do it. Other episodes.
true. That's true. Well, you know, there's nothing stopping us from doing it again, I guess.
True.
We just have to choose it.
Okay.
Okay. But you have decided that there's going to be an interview today.
Yeah, because this is 12 Days of Curtis. You know what I mean?
It is.
So I just wanted the people to know more about you, and let's dig deep into your heart and find Christmas.
This feels like a therapy session.
It might be.
Oh Lord. Okay.
So he has not practiced any of these questions. He doesn't know what I'm asking. It's not crazy, but I mean, there's some questions that maybe you're going to have to, dig in your heart a little bit to find, or sentimental, or
So you're going to get like all the raw reactions then basically out of this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. I
Here we
just
go.
spilled coffee on my hand. That's good.
okay.
It's all right. I'll be good. Okay. So here we go.
Here we go. So our first question is, what part of the Christmas story, meaning the story of Jesus, most intrigues you? What part of the Christmas story most intrigues you?
That's a great question. I think that in this moment, well, we watch the Nativity Story movie every year because it's just an awesome little movie and the boys have come to love it. And there's always different things in that movie that hit me every single year because it's pretty much kind of like this, depiction of the story. And like a couple of years ago, I was really caught with like the relationship between Mary and Joseph and just how that was kind of like just the tension around it as far as like here's Joseph and him kind of being really uncertain about what was going on, but yet his faith and his trust that he had in the Lord to be faithful into the covenant and the relationship that he was entering with Mary. That has been like something that's really struck me, in a unique way. And I don't feel like we talk about that, a lot at Christmas, because of course the focus is on Jesus, coming in. And I'm not trying to hijack that, but you're asking me like what's intriguing, like about it. Like that's something that's been intriguing to me, just kind of like the faith of Joseph, I guess you'd say, in the nativity story and just his courage and his humility, and that's been really inspiring to me. So I'm also really curious, like when we get to heaven and like maybe there's going to be like a highlight reel, that's shown in, just this 24-hour a day, 7-day a week theater that's happening in heaven. I don't know, who knows, but I just am curious to see like, the setting in which, Jesus was born in, and like, maybe them getting turned away from the innkeeper and all that. Like, I'd be just curious to see like how it all plays out, but
Yeah, because there's so many depictions. There's so many versions.
yeah.
When you study it and when you see Christmas plays and there's just so many different adaptations that are out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you were like me, but of course I grew up in a setting where like we would try and act that kind of stuff out. And so like there was years that I was like literally in this like terry cloth bathrobe kind of thing, playing one of the shepherds. And
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Like whole, like, what do you call living nativities?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah. Many participated in many of those. That was very 80s and 90s
Oh, yes.
for churches to do if you grew up in the evangelical church.
That's real.
We would do the outside in the cold.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
you'd be like in a snowsuit
in the upper
with
Midwest.
a bathrobe over the top. Okay, we had some technical difficulties, but we're back.
We're back.
Okay, and we were talking about in the 80s and 90s,
Yes.
in evangelical churches, we would have outdoor live nativities.
Live nativity.
Yeah.
And it was always good to like go and drive through one.
Yeah.
Like, because when you weren't in one,
You could stay in your warm car with your hot cocoa and just drive through.
Yes.
But our families were always in.
Yes,
Yeah. We weren't ever, our family wasn't ever not in.
right. And they were such a thing. Like it was such a thing. I remember like one of the churches that I was a full-time worship pastor at for a while, like we talked about not doing one, and there was nearly an uprising like within the church.
Because they canceled the live nativity.
I mean,
It's a big deal.
It's like, we're canceling Christmas. And I'm like,
No.
no, we're not canceling Christmas actually.
It feels like that though, when your traditions are like, when you kind of like try something new.
That's the
I
thing.
think for some people, and I'm going to be honest, like I love old, like 80s and 90s traditions that we don't really do anymore. Okay, this is leading us down a whole trail I wasn't planning on, but this is great.
You wanted gut reactions,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So like for me,
Yeah.
I miss, and people are going to be like, absolutely not. And I think you're going to be like, absolutely not. Huge church cantatas. You haven't heard that word? You haven't heard that word in probably 25 years. I miss a church cantata.
I don't miss the work involved putting on a
Oh,
church
I do,
cantata.
because I feel like that's where you bond with people, and you have regular rehearsals, and you all the build up, and then the excitement of like the dress rehearsals, and
You miss the community of it.
Yes,
is what you miss.
I do, because I feel like that's not a thing anymore.
Well,
you
it's changed.
It is changed.
The things have changed, but like I will never forget one of the cantatas
I love the word.
that I had to conduct. And Maria, if you're watching, I just know that I am literally so sorry that this happened to you. But like I will not forget. I was conducting. I don't know if you recall this.
Yeah.
I was conducting the band
Oh,
and the choir.
I remember.
And this was in the day when this coffee's gonna spill.
This is the early 2000s, by the way.
Yeah, true. This was in the day
Before we were married. Yeah, before like 2000.
This was 2000. Yep.
Yeah.
This was in the day when it was still legal. I don't know. Is maybe a good question to like fly people in the air. You know, like I mean,
Which I don't want to get canceled, because I know there's a couple of churches getting canceled for having programs like
Lord.
that. But
yeah, it's not happening anymore. But like anyway. But this is back in the day, like when it was like, oh, let's we're really gonna make an impact. Like let's fly someone in the air.
It's
like,
awesome, yeah.
I mean, the insurance policy. My God. Okay. Anyway, so all that said. There was this, we were singing this song, Toyland. Toyland, Toyland, little girl in Boyland. Like, that's a song. And so we thought it would be a good decision. Again, Maria, I'm so sorry. We thought it would be a good decision to fly a teenager dressed up as a teddy bear up into the air, because we were singing the song Toyland, and so like why not have flying toys? I mean, like why
Yeah,
not?
it
You
was
know, we
awesome.
fly angels, let's fly toys. And so Maria is, dressed up in this teddy bear costume, and she's getting flown up in the air, up the center beam or whatever. And I'm conducting or whatever, and all of a sudden, like right above me, I hear ka-ching, and I'm like, what?
it wasn't ka-ching, it was like,
Oh God. And so like I literally got on my ear while I'm conducting, and I was like, can someone get Maria down, please? Her mother's in the show. Thank you. Okay, goodbye. Like
just kept conducting.
No, what? I mean,
I'll never forget it as long as
those worship fail videos are so real. This would have been a lawsuit, if poor Maria
It
would have
wasn't
fallen.
though.
And-
It
and-
wasn't.
and
It was. She
thankfully-
was safe. We got her down.
Yes, as in it wasn't me, but
The tech team got her
somebody
down.
got her down,
Yeah.
and she is safe. At least she was safe that evening. So
Yeah.
I don't know what has happened to her since. I love you. I hope that you're watching and you're well. But I don't miss the work involved with the Christmas cantatas, but I hear what you're saying. I do miss kind of the nostalgia, of
Yeah.
getting together with people and really honoring and celebrating the birth of Jesus at a time of the year that we set aside, to do that. I miss that part of it, but there are other things that we do now that are equally as meaningful.
Yeah.
We just went to that Christmas show for your work, and that was incredible.
It was really awesome.
Beautiful. And we went to a Christmas party the other night with some people from our
Worship ministry
our
and
worship ministry
production.
and
Yep.
production ministry at the church that we're a part of. And that was super
So fun.
We played games, and there was basically a Christmas karaoke situation that you pretty much won. Ellen, you did not win. And
Ellen, you did amazing. I don't know what he's talking about.
Ellen-
I didn't know the words. You knew the words.
Ellen, you had a lot of help. You had a lot of help from people in the crowd. Anyway, all that said, we do fun things now. It doesn't look like dressing up in character.
Yeah. Maybe I missed that too. All right. We can go to the next question.
Okay, you have other questions?
Yeah. What food do you most look forward to at Christmas?
Oh. Well, I know you hate it, but I do miss my mother's red velvet cake. That's something that I miss.
Was that Christmas?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
That was a classic thing that she always made, and it was specific to Christmas because it was red. And why would you not have red cake at Christmas? I don't know. Anyway, I miss that. But every now and again when I get it,
So, and here's the thing is he married a woman who is, I don't want to say terrible at baking, but it's just not, it's not my thing. I like to cook. I'll cook you some chicken. I'll make a mean casserole. I make a mean mac and cheese.
Yeah.
But to bake cake and pie, you don't
it's okay that you don't bake.
you don't want to eat.
I love you regardless of that.
So if I do get him a red velvet, because I do know that he misses that and loves that, so I'll pick that out for him. If I'm at the grocery store and I see it.
So I do like red velvet cake at Christmas. It's just kind of a nostalgic thing. But what I like on the regular that you make, I like that French toast bake that we have on Christmas morning. That's
But
one
that's
of my.
not really baking. That's cooking.
Well, what was the question? What are things that I like?
Oh, yep. Sorry. What food do you most look forward to at Christmas?
What food?
So you miss red velvet cake.
I miss red velvet cake.
But currently something that you look forward to is?
Something that I look forward to is the French toast bake, which basically is a whole bunch of French toast, broken up pieces of bread, smothered in French toast goodness and put in the oven. That's pretty much what it is, and it's awesome. Yep. So I always look forward to that.
Because we do a breakfast Christmas morning brunch. And then in the evening, we kind of do a surf and turf. So we usually have salmon and some type of either beef or chicken.
Yes, I look forward to always eating on Christmas. I do. That's not. Yeah, that's true.
Yes. All right. Well, that's
So that's some food I look forward to.
good. Would you prefer a white Christmas or a warm weather resort Christmas? And why?
That's a great question. It has to be one or the other.
I think just whatever answer you want to give. It's whatever is in here.
What's in my heart? What's in my heart is that I do like snow at Christmas, but I'm fine to go to the warm place on the 26th. I would be more than fine. Going to a warm weather resort situation.
Literally the next day.
Oh, You know what? And because of how abnormally warm it is right now in Minneapolis, I mean, like literally there's no snow on the ground anywhere. So for anyone who's living outside of Minnesota, you'd be like, oh, there's always snow in December. There's actually not right now, and it's really warm here. So
Really warm for Minnesota.
for Minnesota, right. It's really warm for Minnesota right now in December, and I'm kind of digging it. I can't lie about it. Like, I'm kind of digging the fact that it's nice out and that there's no shoveling, there's no slick. I'm kind of digging that. Like, I'm liking it.
Well, we had a kind of a traumatic winter last winter.
We did.
Where I was working at a job that was requiring me to work super early.
Oh,
and
Lord.
we lived in a part of Minneapolis that doesn't really get plowed out for like the first 72 hours. We're kind of like we're the last area that would get dug out. So he would get up at like 5 a.m. with the boys that could get out of bed, and they would we were in the middle of the alleyway, which is where we had to park in our garage. Was an alley entrance, and he would have to literally shovel the whole alley in order for me to get to work. And I had the kind of job that I couldn't not go to work. I had to be there. So
And that
it was kind of traumatic. And that happened 3 times where like he had to get up and he was shoveling the entire alley.
Yeah, it was rough. I
So
don't miss that.
This winter has been kind of nice.
I don't miss that. And honestly, I'm okay if we don't have to deal with that anymore. Like, that's just fine. I'm looking forward to a new season and a new change. And I would be just fine also living in a condo where someone shovels the snow for me. Like, so anyway, I think I would prefer a warm weather resort for sure. I do like a good white Christmas, but I'm good.
I think I've changed with age for sure. Like, I think, especially after last winter, I think I am like, a little snow on Christmas is really pretty, but then after that, I'm fine. Like, we're good. Like, take me to the beach.
Yep, that's real. That's real right there. That's real.
Yeah. So, like, if there's like this 4-week stretch of a little bit of snow, that's fine. And then get me out of here.
It sounds like Kansas City to me is what it sounds
Yes. Oh, Kansas City. I miss
Love
you.
you guys.
Okay. All right. Next question.
Yeah.
What is one thing that gives you hope for the new year?
Something that gives me hope for the new year.
Yeah.
Wow, these are like
Kind of random.
these are kind of random, but also like there's like the depths. I'm like, how do I have not rehearsed this. This is a little
That's the point.
okay.
We want your natural reaction,
You know, my
not a
natural
rehearsed.
reaction. Okay. Read the question again.
What is one thing that gives you hope for the new year?
Well, I have to say that I know that there's people who are in my life who are strong believers in the Lord, and there are others that are not. And so I'm just going to be careful with how I say this. But I do want to just offer that my hope is in the Lord, and that I have hope for good things to come because of the Lord in my life. Have we experienced difficulty? Even as believers in the Lord? Absolutely we have.
Yeah.
You know, and there's opportunity I think that I could like dig into, like just if I wanted to sit in my feelings and lick my wounds all day, like to be bitter and upset about this or that, and blame things, you know, but I just refuse to do that because the Lord has proved himself so faithful and so good to me and to our family, that's where my hope lies. And I know that not everybody in my life stands in solidarity with me in that, and that's okay. Love you still. But that's my answer to the question. I feel like what gives me hope for this coming year is my hope in the Lord, and what I know he has been speaking to me, and what I believe in my heart is to come. So I'm hopeful because he's always good and he's been speaking. So that's my answer to that question.
Amen.
Yeah.
What are 3 things that brought you joy in the last year? 3 things that brought you joy in the last year.
This is like, I wanted the boys to talk about this for the Hunt Family Christmas card, which airs tomorrow.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay, but this
I
is
didn't know
this is a
this.
good rehearsal for me. This is good. So, what are 3 things that have brought me joy in this past year in 2023? Well, let's see. So, my uncle Paul and Aunt Val celebrated 50 years of marriage in the spring, and they had a big party, and a bunch of people from out of state came, and that was really lovely to be able to see family together. We just got to see your family over Thanksgiving holiday, which was wonderful. We got to go to the Dells. So that was a lot of fun as well. So, I guess that's a long way of me saying seeing some family that we don't normally see brought me some joy this year. I would have to say another thing that has brought me joy has been watching our sons kind of take next steps like in their life. Our oldest son started college actually in May.
Yeah.
Our middle son is doing his senior year of high school and his first year of college kind of simultaneously. In some states, they call that in dual enrollment, and in others, and in Minnesota, it's called PSCO. And so I'm super excited for him that he's doing that right now. And then our youngest actually is what I'm really excited about with him is that he's kind of doing some music production stuff and exploring that. So that's brought me joy. It's kind of like watching them explore new things in their life and taking on some new challenges. That's been exciting to see, brought me joy. And then a third thing that has brought me joy. I have to say that this is something I hadn't thought about. And now I'm taking too long, so we'll have to edit this part out.
That's fine.
Boy, I'm blanking. I'm trying to think through like the year and like what has happened that's been awesome. Because of course there's been some stupid stuff that's happened, and I don't want to talk about that.
No, we don't.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
I feel like something that's been bringing you joy is kind of exploring music, like different.
That's true.
You've been doing a lot of music exploration and.
Yeah. I have been. You're right. I have been exploring more music production because for many people who know me know that I'm an artist. So I'm a singer and a songwriter and keyboard player. But I've always left kind of music production to other people to do because how does Anna Faris's character in Just Friends just say like, I'm the talent. I shouldn't have to worry about that. Like,
I'm the talent.
I'm the talent. But yeah, I've always been the one being produced. And so like kind of exploring this new world of music production, like from where I sit as an artist, like that's been a new journey for me. And it is, I guess you're right. It is bringing me joy, you know, to do that. Cause like I was literally in the studio. Probably it was a 10-hour day yesterday for a 160-second clip. Yeah. You know, me trying to figure out, you know.
But when you came down, like you were like excited, but like unsure. And I was like, true. Oh, I love to see it. Cause like, it's just something that you're like exploring and getting into and, you know, trying your hand at it. But you seem like you're enjoying that process.
Yes, I am enjoying the process. It's laborious. It takes a long time. But I also am enjoying it. You know, I bought a couple of plugins over Black Friday, and so I'm like learning how those work and ripping the hair that I have left out, trying to figure out how to make it work. And so I would say the 3 things are seeing family that we don't normally see, exploring music production things, and then watching our boys kind of take new steps in their journey. Those have been 3 big things, I think, for me that have brought me joy this year.
I love it.
Yes. Thanks for asking that question. I'm sorry it took me so long to answer.
No, that's fine. It's great. And lastly,
here we go.
If you could spend Christmas anywhere in the world, so this is a little different.
In the world. Wow.
Where would you most want to be?
Wow. Well, of the places that I've been, I would love to take you to Italy. And
During Christmas.
yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because like, it's beautiful there. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
The architecture, the art, the culture, the food, my God. We don't know Italian food here in the States. We just don't. But like, it's incredible. So I want to take you there one day. So of the places I've been, I would totally go there. Of the places that I haven't been that I think, oh, it might be cool, to try. I would love to go to Hawaii. That would be amazing. I would love to go to Greece because I know how much you want to go to Greece and Spain. I
yeah.
know that you're excited about doing that one day. So those are kind of bucket list
Yeah.
trips, Yeah, I've heard. Well, in my head, I've always wanted to go to Disney on Christmas, but of course, my cousin's like, "Please don't, please," because he lives down there. He's like, "Please don't do that." So,
It's too much. It's too okay. Why? Did he have a reason why he felt that way?
I don't know. I should ask him. My impression was this is just like it's so overcrowded.
Okay.
And because everybody thinks that that's a good idea, and so people go there, and it's just like
It's a lot.
it's a lot. Yeah. So that was what he said, but and I believe him because he lives down there and has been back and forth there a few different times, and so whatever. But
Fun fact: we used to do that in the '80s because
you're from there.
yeah, I was born in California,
Yeah.
raised by a California mom,
Yeah.
and so when we were there, I mean, we lived there until I was 5, but every Easter and Christmas we would go.
You would go.
But I think it was a different time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's something that you did and that you enjoyed, and
Oh yeah.
yeah. There's a twinkle in your eye with
There's a
it. So.
So yeah.
Cool. Well, maybe one day we'll go and we'll see, if Ted's wrong or not.
Yeah. I think it would be really cool. I think because I have seen so many shows, not so many shows, but when I do see shows around Christmas time, Sweden would be like a really Christmassy place to go. It
Yes.
feels like when you watch shows in Sweden, like the little kick sleds. I didn't know what those were called until my friend Katya told me that it's called a kick sled.
Okay.
But it's like little sleds that you ride around town. So it'd be like a small town, but just for Christmas, and then fly me to like Costa Rica.
Yeah, because when I think about like going to Sweden in December,
It feels Christmassy.
it would be freezing.
Yeah. No, exactly. So
Yes.
like I want like that 4 weeks of like snow and Christmas.
So you want to go visit Elsa like in like December.
Yeah, and wear my winter coat, but only for like 4 weeks.
But then in January, you're going to go hang out with Moana.
then
is
for
what you
the
want to do.
the rest of the time, Hawaii sounds great. The Maldives,
Okay.
Greece or Costa Rica, the
Yes.
Caribbean somewhere would be great.
Yeah.
But that's after Christmas. Like I want to have the whole Christmas experience.
Yes.
Like do that. But it just looks magical.
I have a client who has a second home in Grand Cayman, and he goes there like right after Christmas or whatever, and he's like, "You should come down sometime." And I'm like,
Are you paying? Are you paying?
well, we'll see. Anyway, we'll see about that. So I look forward to the day when we can travel.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
that'll be amazing.
Yeah.
And have the boys come to us. That would be
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So do you have other questions?
no, that's it.
that's it.
That's it for the Christmas questions.
Okay. Well, there's going to be other things that we're going to do on Hats and Hoops, yeah? Like we're going to sing?
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll pick a song.
Nice. Okay, we'll figure that out now, I guess.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you.
Thanks. Love you guys.